Alright, what is going on, everybody? It is your phenomenal state alchemist Edward Elric back here with a brand new reaction video, and this one was one that I tweeted about on Twitter, and it is the, the nightmare character that broke Tekken. I don't got. Oh yeah, but before I say anything else, uh, um, I I just want to give a big special shout out to the two new subscribers who subscribed to the channel. Thank you guys so much. Um, like I really appreciate you guys subbing to the channel because it has been a lot. Just been a while since I tried to get a new subscriber. So I really do appreciate that. And that's enough talk for me. And so I said let's get this reaction video started.
Leroy Smith had everything. Holy shit, he uses his cane. This dude looks badass. He terrorized players online.
Dude, oh my god, bro. This character's so fucking stupid, bro.
He crushed the pros offline.
No, sir, he knows it. He's gone through way more hardships than this. Stuck in immigration for like 3 days last year, still able to win the tournament.
But he didn't have no Leroy's immigration. Oh my god, this is looking terrible. Naroma's gonna do it.
He's in range, Austin's in range.
Oh my god,
Don't want to do any poke dude.
it's over. What?
And for a few months, Leroy destroyed Tekken.
Oh, shit. Sam's gonna sacrifice the down, gets caught with the cane. And just like that. The very good here.
Oh,
The counter!
not like.
Oh,
Oh my gosh, the big 1+2, he goes right into the range yard. That's gonna be the round.
You gonna leave me with the pixel? Leave me alive? Think you got a chance? You're dumb.
Leroy Smith hasn't been around very long, but he's already one of the most infamous characters in Tekken history. For many fans, just hearing his name pisses them off.
Leroy is dumb.
Yeah, Leroy is fucking broken. This is just problem character. Is Leroy going to be your new main? No, I'm not Trish player.
But before Tekken fans were crying for him to be nerfed into oblivion, they were drooling over him, counting down the days until his release.
What? Black Jesus!
Leroy was first revealed to the world at EVO 2019 as one of the new characters coming to Tekken 7 in Season Pass 3. Unlike Zafina, the character revealed alongside him, Leroy was brand new to Tekken, and many were calling him the best original design the series had seen in years.
I kind of love the idea and the look of Leroy, as long as he's interesting enough, and not overpowered or underpowered. I think I'm just going to be super happy to have him.
Yeah, but they know that the community are up in arms about him. So I'm thinking, are they gonna buff him now like crazy before release because everyone is so hyped?
And a few months later, at the Tekken World Tour Finals, Namco released a new trailer for Leroy, one that got fans even more excited. And you can't really blame people for being hyped. I mean, Leroy looks cool as hell. He oozes style. How can you look at this character and not immediately want to play him? And soon enough, Tekken fans got their hands on the Wing Chun Master. But instead of a hype new character, they got a nasty surprise.
His damage output is stupid good.
Why is that natural combo? Explain to me, somebody. Why is that natural combo? Why is that natural combo? Explain.
Dude, why duck when orbital, right? Or orbital or parry is what Wang's defenses options were, right? You want to
go low orbital. Higher mid I parry, right?
Right.
Oh, it's gonna hurt. Unskilled.
And it breaks?
Yeah, and it breaks.
hell?
This is all unskilled. Back to
Oh
regular
my
scaling.
god.
See, Tekken has had broken characters before. In fact, the series' early years were kind of a balanced nightmare.
You know, experiments with down forward 1 setups, you know, like this. Down forward 1, down forward 1, down forward 1. This is so much fun, I just want to keep going.
But over the years, Tekken got more balanced. Hell, Tekken 7 was considered by many to be the most balanced entry in the series. Sure, there were some obvious top tiers, but it really seemed like anyone could win with any character. No one character truly dominated Tekken 7. Until Leroy.
I think he's always going to be a strong character by virtue of how versatile he is, but what they need to try and focus to is not give him the best version of every character's move. Give him a slightly, a lesser version, and he makes up for it with his versatility.
Why was Leroy broken? Well, it's simple. He had everything. Insane damage, great combos, pressure, pokes, and pretty much every character's best moves. You name it, Leroy had it. And unlike most broken Tekken characters who came before him, Leroy didn't have a high execution variance. Pretty much anyone could pick him up and start winning. In a quest to make Leroy the Tekken Dream character, Namco Bandai made him a nightmare.
I think it is by far the largest balanced disaster I've ever seen in any competitive video game I've played in my life. I haven't played that many, and I haven't been playing Tekken for that long, but I essentially consider online Tekken more or less an unplayable game mode right now.
And Leroy wasn't just broken at a casual level. Even top players knew that he was busted.
What do you think of Leroy so far?
Leroy,
지금은 사실 갈류에 대한 관심보다는 이제 리로이 스미스가 문제거든요. 왜냐면 이 캐릭이 이제 처음에 이제 공개됐을 때는 굉장히 멋있어서 사람들이 기대를 했는데 막상 게임에 나와 보니까
if they don't change anything about Leroy before Evo Japan, then I'm 100% sure 95% all players will play Leroy, including me.
Leroy came out just after the Tekken World Tour Finals, which meant he couldn't completely destroy the competitive scene as soon as he came out. But a few weeks later at Evo Japan, Leroy was tournament legal for basically the first time, and everyone finally got to see just how broken he really was.
Oh my god, back turn, he's dead. Oh my god, he jumped over.
Went for the back, relax. Oh my gosh.
Damn, the game is pretty limber, man.
Yo, look, that's so you think you can die in shape and you a sumo wrestler? Come on, try to go for the orb. Foot control. Last line, the big back,
dead.
1 plus 2.
He's hell and dead.
Hell.
You're done. God damn.
Greetings, Agent. This is Valorant Tracker.
Oh
Used by
god, here we
over
go, ads.
500,000 agents.
Skip.
He got her. He got her.
Man, I love hearing
The heartbreak shot.
Evo Japan is a big deal. It was the first tournament of
Yes,
the
it
year
is.
and it had tons of top players in attendance. There's a lot of prestige that comes with winning Evo Japan, too. The year before, Arslan Ash came out of nowhere to win it all and put Pakistan on the Tekken map. But at Evo Japan 2020, people weren't thinking about if Arslan Ash could defend his title, or even if the recently crowned Tekken World Tour champion Chikurin could keep up his solid performance. No. At Evo Japan that year,
Yeah, cause see, like the tournaments in Japan, they be competing for these bigger things. I mean, they be out there looking for like them big, huge paychecks or them trophies, like you see this guy holding. Yeah, like they be out there getting them real rewards. Okay, but anyway, back to the video.
all eyes were on a Leroy.
You gotta step it up a little bit. You guys play Akuma, we don't like that here.
No, we're looking for Leroy. Just Leroy.
Yes, Leroy.
So Leroy was busted. That was not in question. But what people were wondering is if the pros would abandon their mains to pick up Leroy. Some Tekken players have been rocking the same character for years, and while it seemed relatively unlikely that they'd throw all that practice away for a shot at winning with a brand new character, there was still a chance.
I've been talking to a few people who are like Street Fighter commentators, right? And just they're giving they're like, give me your thoughts. How many Leroys are gonna be in this top 8? And I don't think we're actually gonna get that many. I think that for some reason or another, Tekken players have some kind of pride about their characters in their main.
And as soon as Pool started, people realized that whether or not the pros were switching to Leroy, he was going to be a pretty common sight at EVO Japan.
You did a block earlier, right?
Yes.
So how was that? I was stuck over here doing BB tag while you were there doing Tekken. So what happened? I know Leroy, right? That's the man of the hour right now.
Yeah,
Is
man.
it true?
I think, look, I ain't gonna say he's too good, but he's definitely too good. You get like the official, like whatever their account is. Wow,
Wow,
even for being
alright.
unblockable.
That had to be a mistake.
That must have been a
man.
mistake. That must have been a mistake. How was he ready with a combo for that?
Orbital, big whip, but again, you don't want to try challenging that orbital.
He's got the down two. Does he got a staff still? A cane?
Yeah, he said that.
Oh, back one plus two. He got one of those.
And counter hit.
Hey, ba-da-ba-ba. Damn, the comeback was crazy. Jab after. You just gotta watch out for the extension of it. Wow, great punish. Wall. Amigo bounce to the reflex. Nicely done for the perfect and the victory game one. Amigo.
Almost everyone was playing Leroy. If you weren't playing him at the start of the tournament, chances were you switched to him before the end. Even some of the best players in the world like Chikurin and Ulsan jumped on the bandwagon, wing-chunning their way to top 8. Many fans pinned their hopes on players like Arslan Ash and me, who chose not to play Leroy.
I actually have a feeling that Arslan Ash can beat all the Leroys here. Arslan Ash, can you bring it back? No, sir, he knows it.
He's gone through way more hardships than this. Stuck in immigration for like 3 days last year, still able to win the tournament.
But he doesn't have no Leroy immigration. Oh my God, this is looking terrible. Naroma's gonna do it.
He's in range. Arslan's in range.
Oh my God,
One more to any poke dude.
it's over. What? The bad thing is dead. Arslan Ash will not be repeating.
Leroy, and there's the handshake to Roma out of all players, too.
That is a shocker. Huge shocker. I mean, like I said, one of the worst Leroys I've seen here today. Versus
He just
one
beat
of
Arslan Ash.
versus
Come on,
one of the
man. You
best-
gotta give,
versus one of the best players against Leroy.
you gotta
today.
give him some
I'm
credit.
giving him tons of credit. It's
The worst
amazing.
Leroy I ever seen has defeated Arslan Ash right here.
Amazing.
By top 8, 7 out of 8 of the players left used Leroy at some point in the tournament. I want to take a second and highlight just how crazy that number is. 7 out of 8. It has been years since a fighting game was so thoroughly dominated by one character at the top level. In 2018, when Bayonetta broke Smash 4, Evo still only had 3 Bayonettas in top 8. In 2011, while Yun was dominating Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition, there were only 2 Yuns in top 8. And just last year, there were only 3 Kid Gokus in Evo's Dragon Ball FighterZ top 8, and he was the single best character in the game. So the fact that there were 7 Leroys in top 8 should be proof enough that he was broken.
But get in and he's still got to stick for 3 more rounds. If he can get there.
If he got to get this round and get 2 more rounds.
Man,
Like,
they're both so scared.
orbital, not
That might
dead.
be it.
Nah.
That might be it.
All right, he's okay.
Got the wall carry.
Oh, he.
If you're going back to school, before you submit your essays, run it through Grammarly to quickly check for spelling, punctuation, or grammar mistakes.
Skip.
Oh, let's go. Ow. Boss. Ow.
Mikio, a fresh-faced Julia player, was the only person in top 8 who resisted the urge. He beat down dozens of Leroys to make his way to grand finals.
Oh, we got a final round. Mikio going up to Chikurin right now, and this is looking crazy.
Yo, this could happen. This could happen. Bow and arrow. Bow and arrow again. A third one. A third one. Good. He shoots the third one.
Very tense situation right now, down 4-1-1.
Well, the magic stick, not today.
Oh, marching band. It's a marching band.
No counter hit though. Look at this. Chikurin fighting back right now.
It's so close. It's so, he had it right there. Bad off broken.
Oh, not over
Done.
yet.
Not done. Not done. It's done. It's done. And Mikio. Mikio.
As
Let's
the
go.
Tekken World Tour champion to move on winner's side, Evo Japan.
But in the end, the lone hero lost too. Mikio lost to Book's Leroy in a close match.
He's like, I stand up. Orbital's blocked. He's been caught by so many. Nice punch from Buck.
He's 2 for 2.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
And
Hell yeah, the wall.
ceremony, Evo Japan's newest champion summarized the new Tekken meta perfectly.
Yesterday I saw many comment about the character. I think a lot about that. In grand final or in winner final. So, but yeah, just pick Leroy.
Volk is an extraordinary player, a true grinder who deserves a big win like this. He's a beloved figure in the Tekken community, but his win was overshadowed by Leroy. The day after Evo Japan, patch 3.20 was released with minimal Leroy nerfs.
And obviously, Leroy will remain a problem for the foreseeable future. Because certainly some good nerfs here, I like it, but he's still, unbelievably strong.
A couple weeks later, there was a new patch, except this one only had Leroy nerfs. And a few months later, Leroy got hit with another set of nerfs.
I think the significant downgrade is Leroy, right? And Leroy definitely got that downgrade. He was in the top position.
Keep him coming.
Yeah, he's just steadily dropping down. He's not a struggling character, that's for sure. He's still decent, but
He's still hella good.
Leroy is finally looking mortal. Don't get me wrong, he's still super good, but he is not the triple S tier world beater that could dunk on any character in the game anymore. At Topanga's recent offline Tekken League, only one player made top 6 playing Leroy, and he ended up finishing 6th. But despite being more balanced than before, just hearing Leroy's name is enough to piss some people off.
Yeah, the whole thing with Leroy that I don't like is that he was supposed to be this dope-ass character. It's honestly their best design for a Tekken 7 character, in my opinion. Everybody else in Tekken 7's kind of been whatever, right? Or guest characters, which are dope. But in terms of a original Tekken 7 character, I felt as though Leroy was the coolest one. But he's kind of got this tarnished and tainted reputation because he came out so OP.
Leroy was supposed to be the great Tekken hero. Instead, he was the villain, terrorizing everyone. He was a single-player boss character who somehow made it to competitive play. And for a few months, Leroy really did ruin Tekken. How do you feel about this very bright light? How do you feel about me having to stand in front of it for like 30 minutes? Luckily it's not hot. No, I'm okay. Thank you though. I appreciate it. Usually I have the interns do that,
What if your prescriptions were even more expensive?
Okay, guys, so that has been it, though. This has been How the One.
Mehmet Oz.
So this has been... oops.
When they call.
Okay, guys, so that has been it for this reaction video. I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and tell me what you guys think about Leroy Smith being in Tekken. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I guess I'll see you guys next time.